Hello, my name is Vanessa Ajiman. I am the founder and creative director of Cobblerdust. Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like all our videos. Cool, so today I'm going to talk about something slightly different, still within the interiors realm, and I'm really passionate to talk about this subject. So let's get into it. I had a call recently from an old client and he called me super excited and I was like, what's going on, what happened? So he got his property valued recently and he found out from the valuation with the current interiors finish that he had, he could earn another 10 to 15k revenue on top of what the property was worth. Now I'm not gonna lie, that blew my mind away. I was like, wow, oh, okay. So I just wanted to talk about how you can add value to your home when you're selling, because there's this really big misconception where, well, I'm just going to paint it white and it's just going to sell. That is just not the way things work. I'm not telling you to go crazy and bold with colors, but you want to create something that is warm and inviting and sells the dream of living in the house. So today I'm going to give my top 5 tips on how you can create that. So the first one might come across as an obvious thing to do when selling your home, but to be honest with you, it's an obvious one, but it's not one that is always done or executed in the right way. And I'm talking about giving a fresh look of paint to your walls. Now, please, please, please don't just pick up magnolia or pick up white and be like, do you know what? I'm just gonna paint it white. It feels cold, it feels clinical, it feels very uninviting. You want to set the scene of, oh my gosh, this is a lovely welcome family home, or oh, this is a nice start-up home. Do you know what I mean? So in order to do that, because obviously you have to create something that is neutrally balanced and that can, be versatile enough for different kind of palettes. So what I recommend, rather than staying on the clinical white, think of more warmer tones like soft beige, warm mochas, taupes. That is a really nice way to introduce comfort. And what's great about that color palette is that you can create family style, you can create startup home, you can create a first pad. There's so many different things you can do with that color palette. You could do something where you do an accent wall which is in a softer color, or you can do something where all the walls are in a softer color. Or if you feel like being a bit bold, paint the ceiling. I keep telling you guys, there is nothing wrong. Think of it as your 5th wall. You could go really neutral and paint that ceiling. And don't just stop in the house. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, maybe your home has been on the market for a while. It's not selling. The estate agent said, look, you're going to have to really, up your game if you really want this to sell. Look at your exterior. Does the fence need painting? Give it a lick of paint. Look at the exterior. Does it look a bit haggard? Give it a bit of paint. Because remember, it's first impressions that count. If you're going to a property and you see it's got a stunning, nice, welcoming door, maybe it's in a vibrant pink or a pop of yellow or navy, whatever it may be, your first impression is like, oh, they've taken due care and duty on this home. I wonder what the inside looks like. So really get that first impression down to a T. And it would honestly make wonders. It would make it feel more welcoming. And I just think it's so important to do that. I'm going to put through different color palettes that I think can work in most properties that you can add to your home to really just give it that comfort, that warmth and that invitation to get the vibes in. If you're lucky enough to have outdoor space or balcony space, trust and believe that will add value to your property. Now, I'm not asking you to bring a whole landscaper or do something wild, but weed out those weeds. Get those flower beds tidied up, tidy up the balcony. If it's got railings, also give it a fresh lick of paint, because as we've all experienced in the past 18 months, having access to an outdoor space is a game changer. You need that separation. You want to sell it as, I don't just have a 2-bedroom flat, a 3-bedroom flat or a 4-bedroom house. I've also got this extra layer, this outdoors feeling indoors. You want it to be an extension of your home. So you want to follow that all the way through, because having, or just, they might not even use the outdoor space, but knowing that it's there and it's accessible would automatically add value to your home. So never ever sleep on the garden, tidy it up, give that shed a fresh lick of paint. You can even go and get some nice kind of chairs just to spruce it up, some nice little planters. Small little touches like that really make a world of difference, and you'll notice once the outdoor is matching the indoor, you'll feel this completeness and wholesomeness in the house, and that really adds when the estate agent is coming around and showcasing the home. They're really able to upsell that as a value to the home. So that's another great way you can add value when selling for your home. You want to sell your property, so you're already on your way out. So it means you need to do a clear out anyway if you're going into somewhere new. So you need to declutter. You need to get rid of all the unnecessary things that you haven't used since 2000 and when. You need to pick up those toys, anything that you haven't used in the last 18 months. You need to put it in a box, give it away to charity, resell it, upcycle it, get rid of it. You need to make the space feel as open and decluttered as possible. There's nothing worse than going to view a property and there's just things everywhere. I'm not going to want to buy that. So why do you want to subject other people to buying that? You need to declutter it, make the surfaces clear, make it as minimal as possible, where possible. So if that means grabbing everything and put it in a cupboard, do it. You want to make it as sellable and as viewable as possible. Imagine I've gone into the living room and there's just things everywhere. I can barely, visually, your mind just starts to shut down. But if, however, I go in there and there's some nice pictures on the wall, there's a throne, there's a cushion, and it's light and open, you give the opportunity for the buyer to think, actually, in this space, I could do X, I could do Y. It's open, it's clear, it's light. So decluttering is a must. It's going to help you in the long run, because when you do eventually sell the property, you're not taking all of that baggage with you to your new home. So declutter, people, do it. Kitchen and bathroom. Now, even I was a bit surprised with regards to the bathroom, but we'll come back to that. The kitchen is the hub of the home. Whether you've got a small home, a large home, you will find, especially if you've got a family, you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. And a lot of these days, people are doing open plan extensions. So it's almost like the hub, the meeting point for the family. So you want to make that as appealing as possible. Now, sometimes you don't want to invest and spend so much money with regards to the kitchen, but you can do small little touches just to refresh the kitchen. That could be painting the kitchen cabinets, getting new handles, just small little details like that can make a world of difference, because a kitchen can be an investment. So you don't want the buyer to come in thinking, oh my God, I have to factor in taking down the kitchen. That's going to be playing in the back of their mind whether they invest in the home or not. So you really want to make the kitchen as appealing and welcoming as possible. And I would just recommend doing small little touches to that, just as I've mentioned. The other place is the bathroom. Now, I was a bit surprised when it came to the bathroom. But in hindsight, when you think about it, when you're in the bathroom, you want to relax, you want to chill, you want it to be your sanctuary. So nobody wants to go into the bathroom and maybe see dots of mold or see that there's not enough natural light. You want to really give it that holistic spa experience and feel. Now, I know what I'm saying seems like a lot of work, but honestly, if you've already given it a fresh lick of paint, you've done what you can to spruce it up. It's just little touches when they come. Maybe put a nice scent in there just for its welcoming. Play a little background spa music on a really low volume. You just really want to sell it as a show home, because at the end of the day, your aim is to leave this property and go to another. So you want to put your best foot forward, and that can be done through the smallest ounces of touches. So I recommend, once again, fresh lick of paint. If you can, or if the tiles need to be replaced, something small, maybe a feature, changing the vanity cupboard, just small little details, including scents. Just make it as relaxing and as responsive as you can. Because I think the misconception is that, oh, I'm selling the house, this is how it comes. But remember, in order to make money, you need to spend money. And I'm not asking you to spend a fortune, just something that will be enough for you to be able to sell this home. Last and by no means least, is your home energy efficient? Now, I'm not telling you to go out and put solar panels on top of the ceiling, because that would be wild, especially if you're trying to sell the property. But you also have to remember, outside of the kitchen, the next biggest expense will be heating and central heating. Does your home have good, sufficient central heating? And also, when you're having viewings, make sure that property is at an optimum temperature. If it's too cold, they're not going to be able to view it. If it's too hot, it's uncomfortable. So you want to find that balance. But having an energy efficient home is really, really important to sell in this day and age. And it also increases the value of your property. So this could include changing the shower head to reduce waste of water, changing all the light bulbs to be LED efficient or linked to a smart app. There's so many different things you can do to make your home energy efficient, and I think it's something that people don't often think about. So just those 1 or 2 changes and touches, you can be like, have you recently, if you have a loft, have you recently included loft insulation? All these different factors will then add value to the home. And it's really important that you kind of upsell that on your property, because not a lot of people are going to be thinking about that. So you want to make your home as versatile and as sellable as possible. I'll give you a bonus tip. If you're looking at this and you've made notes and you've listened to everything I've said, and you're like, do you know what, Vanessa, that feels like a lot of work. I hear what you're saying, but I still just, I don't have the time. Book a consultation with me today. You can book a consultation, and all you might need is just that 1 hour chat. We're happy to give you like a review and say, we discuss it with you, think we recommend you get this paint, you get this piece of furniture, you do this. Sometimes you just need that list and that direction to be able to give into you, so you know, almost like a to-do list of what to do specifically for your home. So we are happy to give you that consultation, and you need those finishing touches. So once you've done all those 5 tips, the final bit is just adding those touches. So a vase of flowers, a bowl of fruit, having the throne, having the cushions. You need to sell it as a stage home. So when they step in, you're like, this home has serenity, I like the vibe, I love what it's giving. And you want to add value to your property. You want to squeeze as much as you possibly can out of the property so you can move on to your next chapter of life. So if you want help, I'll put a link down below. Book a consultation. We'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope that we have helped you. I hope you go forth and add those 5 points to your home. Like always, please like and follow us on all our social media platforms. That is Copper Dust London, and that's on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. And of course, like and subscribe. And for anything that I may have mentioned, everything will be down below in our description. Thank you.